As we've seen, grains can either be a steady source of health and vitality after 60, or a hidden driver of fatigue, weight gain, and chronic disease. The difference comes down to the choices you make every day, which grains you eat, how you prepare them, what you pair them with, and how much ends up on your plate. These small details add up over time, shaping your blood sugar, heart health, memory, and even your independence. The good news is that it's never too late to change. By avoiding these 5 dangerous mistakes and being more intentional with your grain habits, you can turn them from a silent risk into a real ally for healthy aging. I've watched seniors make these changes and see results in just weeks. More stable energy, better lab results, and a renewed sense of control over their health. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these mistakes have you been making without realizing it? And which change are you going to try first? Share your experience in the comments, and let's keep learning from each other. Number 4. Chocolate dips and syrups. For many people, strawberries dipped in chocolate feel like the perfect indulgence, romantic, delicious, and harmless in small amounts. But for seniors over 60, this combination is a metabolic trap. Strawberries on their own have a low glycemic index, meaning they raise blood sugar gently. But when you coat them with sugary chocolate or pour on syrup, you create a high glycemic load. The simple sugars from the chocolate cause a rapid spike in blood glucose, and the body responds with a surge of insulin. Over time, these repeated spikes and crashes can worsen insulin resistance, a major driver of type 2 diabetes. For older adults, this is even more risky because age-related metabolic slowdown means your body processes sugar more slowly, keeping it in the bloodstream longer. On top of that, many commercial chocolate syrups contain hydrogenated oils and artificial flavorings that can promote inflammation, affecting blood vessels and joints. If you have heart disease or are at risk, the saturated fats in some chocolates, combined with sugar, may contribute to arterial stiffness. The illusion of just a little treat hides the reality that even a few dipped strawberries can undo the benefits of the fruit itself. Better tip if you crave that flavor. Switch to 85% dark chocolate in small shavings melted gently over fresh strawberries. This keeps sugar low while boosting flavonoids that actually protect your heart. Number 3. Sweetened yogurt for decades. Yogurt with strawberries has been marketed as a perfect healthy snack, and for many seniors over 60, it feels like a safe, even beneficial choice. But when that yogurt is sweetened with cane sugar, fruit syrup, or artificial sweeteners, the health equation changes dramatically. A single serving of flavored yogurt can pack 15 to 25 grams of added sugar, on top of the natural fructose in strawberries. This combination delivers a rapid and high glycemic load, spiking blood sugar and forcing your pancreas to release a surge of insulin. For older adults who often experience slower glucose metabolism and greater insulin resistance, these swings can be more prolonged and damaging. Over time, this pattern raises triglycerides, promotes fat storage around the waist, and increases the risk of type 2 diabetes even in people who aren't overweight. Artificial sweeteners pose a different but equally concerning risk. Aspartame, sucralose, and similar additives common in diet or light yogurts can disrupt the gut microbiome, reducing beneficial bacteria that support digestion, immunity, and even mental sharpness. Age naturally reduces microbiome diversity, meaning recovery from such disruptions takes longer and leaves the body more vulnerable to inflammation. There's also a lesser-known problem. Dairy proteins, especially casein, can bind to the anthocyanins and polyphenols in strawberries, reducing their antioxidant power by up to 25% according to a 2019 food chemistry study. That means even if you're eating strawberries for their heart protective and anti-inflammatory benefits, you could be losing a significant portion of those effects simply because of what you mix them with. And this isn't a rare problem. It's something that happens in thousands of breakfast bowls and afternoon snacks every day without anyone realizing the cost. Better tip: if you enjoy strawberries with yogurt, use plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt for protein and probiotics. Then add fresh berries, a pinch of cinnamon, and a handful of crushed walnuts or almonds. You'll keep your blood sugar stable, protect your gut health, and preserve the full antioxidant punch of the strawberries. Number 2. Breakfast cereal with added sugar for many seniors. A bowl of cereal with fresh strawberries feels like the perfect light morning meal. But when that cereal is one of the many processed brands loaded with added sugar, refined grains, and chemical additives, the combination can quickly shift from healthy start to metabolic overload. Here's why. Strawberries on their own release natural sugars slowly into the bloodstream, thanks to their fiber content and low glycemic index. But when paired with sugar-heavy cereals, some of which contain 10 to 18 grams of added sugar per serving, you create a high glycemic breakfast bomb. The refined grains in cereals like cornflakes or puffed rice convert almost instantly into glucose, giving you a double surge of sugar from both the cereal and the fruit. For someone over 60, this spike can be followed by a sharp crash within 2 to 3 hours, leaving you feeling tired, foggy, and craving more sugar before lunch. These repeated glucose swings contribute to chronic inflammation, accelerate arterial plaque buildup, and put unnecessary stress on your pancreas. The danger doesn't stop there. Many sweetened cereals are fortified with synthetic vitamins and minerals that, while seemingly beneficial, can actually interfere with nutrient absorption when paired with strawberries. For example, high levels of synthetic iron in cereal can interact with the vitamin C in strawberries, producing oxidative stress instead of the expected immune boost. Seniors with existing cardiovascular issues or a history of diabetes are particularly vulnerable, as oxidative stress can damage endothelial cells lining the arteries, making them stiffer and more prone to blockages. The chemical additives used for flavoring and coloring, such as BHT, butylated hydroxytoluene, may also disrupt hormone balance and liver detoxification pathways, processes that naturally slow with age. And here's something most people don't consider. Eating sugary cereal with cold milk and strawberries can cause a satiety illusion. You feel full right after eating. But because the meal lacks sufficient protein and healthy fats, you're actually underfueled, setting the stage for overeating later in the day. Over weeks and months, this leads to weight gain, muscle loss, and decreased energy levels. Exactly the opposite of what a healthy breakfast should provide. Better tip: swap sugar-laden cereals for steel-cut oats or unsweetened whole grain muesli and pair them with strawberries, a source of protein like Greek yogurt or cottage cheese, and healthy fats such as chia seeds or almonds. This combination stabilizes blood sugar, supports muscle preservation, and sustains energy well. Into the afternoon, no mid-morning crash required. Number 1. Sweetened whipped cream and desserts for many seniors. Fresh strawberries topped with whipped cream are a nostalgic pleasure, the kind of dessert served at summer picnics, family gatherings, or after a Sunday meal. But when that whipped cream is sweetened, or worse, when it comes from aerosol cans or frozen tubs, this light treat becomes one of the most dangerous combinations for people over 60. The first problem is obvious: sugar. Sweetened whipped cream often contains 4 to 6 grams of added sugar per 2 tablespoon serving, and almost no one stops at just 2 tablespoons. Combine that with the natural fructose in strawberries, and you've got a high-calorie, high-sugar dessert that rapidly spikes blood glucose. For older adults whose insulin sensitivity is often reduced, these spikes linger longer in the bloodstream, increasing oxidative stress and contributing to inflammation that affects the heart, brain, and joints. But the bigger danger lies in the fats. Many store-bought whipped creams, especially non-dairy versions, contain hydrogenated oils, a major source of trans fats. These fats don't just raise LDL bad cholesterol. They also lower HDL good cholesterol, a double hit that accelerates artery clogging. For seniors with even mild cardiovascular disease, this can significantly increase the risk of heart attack or stroke. Some whipped toppings also include stabilizers like polysorbate 60 and carrageenan, which can irritate the gut lining and trigger digestive issues, problems that already become more common with age. Worse still, these additives may interfere with nutrient absorption, meaning the vitamin C and antioxidants in strawberries don't get fully utilized. Over time, this pattern can lead to weaker immune function and slower tissue repair, making the body less resilient to illness and injury. And then there's the psychological trap, because strawberries are considered healthy. Many people underestimate the impact of the whipped cream, leading to larger portion sizes and more frequent indulgence. This false sense of harmless dessert makes the habit even more damaging, especially when combined with other high-sugar foods during the day. For seniors working to manage blood pressure, cholesterol, or blood sugar, this pairing can quietly undo the progress made through medication and diet. Better tip if you enjoy the creamy texture. Replace sweetened whipped cream with unsweetened whipped coconut cream or plain Greek yogurt, lightly sweetened with mashed berries. You'll keep the indulgent feel, but without the sugar spikes, trans fats, and chemical additives, and you'll let the strawberries' natural health benefits shine. When you look at strawberries on their own, they are one of the most beneficial fruits you can eat after 60, rich in vitamin C, antioxidants, and fiber that help protect your heart, brain, and digestion. But the moment you combine them with the wrong foods, those benefits can disappear or even flip into real health risks. Whether it's chocolate dips that overload your blood sugar, sweetened yogurts that weaken your gut microbiome, breakfast cereals that create oxidative stress, or whipped cream that sneaks in trans fats, each of these pairings carries its own set of dangers, especially for seniors whose metabolism, cardiovascular system, and immune defenses are already more fragile. The good news is that these risks are entirely avoidable by choosing unsweetened whole food pairings and focusing on natural, nutrient-dense ingredients. You can keep strawberries as a daily ally in your diet without compromising your health. So, next time you reach for this beautiful fruit, remember, it's not just what you eat, it's what you eat it with. Which of these combinations surprised you the most, and have you been making any of them without realizing the impact?